Well, the code we already written about the enemy was if enemy x is smaller than 0, then enemy x equals 800. We can write this for the node 2 because we don't have enemy in this game. And this should teleport the enemy to the right each time. Let's see how it do it. Where's my enemy? First, I need to write context.viewRect in the draw in order to see any rectangle. Well, I need the node to be on node X, node Y, and the dimensions, the sizes of the node are really strange. We can choose some small x for the node, like 50, but the height, the Y size, should definitely be 300. This is the half of the playing field, and this is the width of each of our corridors. Let's see what is the node now. Well, there is totally no node. I'm starting to lose patience with our game. I'm going to write here node X and node Y to see what are their values and where the node is drawn at, and I can see that their values are not a normal number, they say undefined. Let's see what happens so that they are undefined. Is there something wrong with our new if? Well, this if looks fine, and if I have some doubts about it, I can write console log node X, which will happen on each update, or I can write other console log which will tell me if I enter the if. So this text will be written if I enter the if the condition of the if is true. Let's see what will happen now. I can see that my new if is not the problem because we never enter it. And I can see that even in the beginning, node X was still undefined. Well, maybe what's happening is that I create variables node X and node Y, but I never give them value, and here I just check for the value if the value is smaller than 0, but I never gave such a value at all. Well, I want the node to enter the game field from x800, and I want it to be in the down corridor so that the player should move to take it. I can write node y equals 300, and now I'm pretty sure I will see the node. I still can't see it. There is something really strange going on. Do you have any idea what is going on now? I lose last 2 or 3 minutes of video to show you what to do when you have a bug. I know my bugs, but if sometimes you don't know what is going on with your code, you can do the exactly same steps that I'm doing now. And for example, you might wonder, is there something wrong with node Y? And see that node Y is 300. You can see that there are another console logs that happen not because of the things that I write here, but happen on line 8. For example, this is printed on line 8, and the same value is printed many times on line 8, here and here and here. Let's see what is line 8 and what does it print. Well, it's a console log that the player doesn't need. I put it there so that I can know the value of node X, and I can see that this value is always 800. This is a good initial value and good initial X for my node, but it should change. And yeah, I can now understand that there is one last thing that I should fix about my node, and this is its movement to the left. I had to decrease node X on each step. I will now write the line of code node X equals node X minus 1, and let's see what is going on now and what kind of numbers will be printed here. Whoa, those numbers are decreasing, and I can see a node moving from the right to the left, and I can catch it actually. And there is another node in the bottom corridor, and I will catch it too. And if I try to miss the next node, I can't do it. I cannot run away from any of the nodes. They are always in the bottom corridor. And once I go to the bottom corridor, I'm stuck there. This is because I didn't write if similar to this one, but checking if we should go to the upper corridor. Try to write such an if. And one more task for you. Try to write a line of code here that moves the node to somewhat interesting corridor. For example, it will be most hard for the player to write some code that moves the node in the corridor opposite of the player's corridor. Yeah, this would be interesting. If the player catches the node, it goes in the different corridor. If it misses it, it stays in the same, so he have another chance to move in the different corridor. Yeah, make the node changes its corridor after each resurrection to the right, so that it is going to be in the corridor different than the players. Again, you have 2 tasks, and I wish you good luck with them.